Everyone. So I'm here with Grace, aka Skinderella, on her various platforms, mostly Instagram. Just an amazing friend and person that I've gotten to know over the last months that we've both been here doing CAP together. I think we were in touch a bit before she arrived, and then it was just like brilliant when we met and just very easy. So we've gotten to know, I got to know her parents, spent a bit of time with her here, and it's sad to see her leave next Wednesday. But Grace, hi.
Hi.
Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us your TSW story, and then we'll move into your CAP journey as well.
Okay, so shortened version, basically, I started to flare really bad when I thought I had eczema, really bad eczema. And I went to the doctor, and they just kept prescribing steroids stronger and stronger, and then obviously prednisone, like an oral steroid, and it just kind of went on like that. And then I just started to do some Googling, and I came across the Preventable documentary. And yeah, like 5 minutes in, I was like, that's me. Sent it to Mum. Mum was like, yep, that's you. So I knew what I needed to do, and I went off all steroids. And then fast forward about 3 years later, discovered Alia and the CAP community here in Thailand, and thought, oh man, I'd love to go. It just feels so impossible to get here. And then I just had one really, really bad flare, and I spoke to my parents, and they said, yep, you've got to go, and we've just got to work it out. So here I am.
So tell us, you got here, okay, first of all, how many treatments in are you?
I think I'm 23 or 23 today when I have my one today.
And you arrived here, what was your prognosis? What did Jay sort of tell you about the current status of your skin health and what your future looked like?
So before I came here, that's when I discovered you. And I was like, I have to stop all moisturizers. Like, that was a really, really big thing for me. And when I spoke to Jay, he said, yep, absolutely stop. You can stop when you get here, but I just wanted to fast forward things. So I stopped when I was at home. So that took about 3 weeks to completely withdraw from all the moisturizers, which was really, really hard, but the best thing other than CAP that I've done. So I recommend that to a lot of people. And then when I sat down with Jay, he basically just pointed out that I had a lot of irritant exposure. Like, I'm a bit of a clean freak. Like I washed all of my clothes before I wore them with like laundry detergent, and was like spray and wiping everything, bleaching everything. And then since coming here, I realized that that's really bad, obviously. So yeah, when I sat down with Jay, he basically said for natural withdrawal, I would be 11 years. So I was already 3 years in, and then with CAP and speeding it up, when I get home, I'll have about 5 years worth of being careful when I get home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's based on how much steroids you've used, and it was, and you have the amount?
Yes, I had the amount.
Okay.
Back to when I was about 12 years old. So I think I started using them when I was about 8. But Jay wasn't too worried about those early years.
Oh, interesting.
So we'll see when I get home.
Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that. How did you feel when you learned all the information? Like, you were doing all this stuff at home, and then everything you learned here turned everything you and your mom knew on its head. So how did you feel about that? Was it easy to transform?
Yeah, it's definitely like a mindset shift, especially like the doing washing with no laundry detergent. Like, I was like, okay, how do we do this? But I was relieved, like, just to know what you have to do now, just like a guidebook of being like, okay, this is what you have to do and you'll be fine. And which makes it so much easier, just the knowing, because before that it's like, oh, just like guesswork, okay? So yeah, just the knowing about irritants, and then just changing my mindset and being like, okay, no chemicals, what can I do instead? Like, what products can I use instead? Instead of like chemicals, what cloths can I use, and things like that.
And so, I mean, that was the adjustment. You were here doing multiple CAP treatments for the last number of months. What was that journey like for you? I know that there was like irritant exposure issues, there was apartment moving issues. Kind of talk to us about one or two of the biggest lessons learned that maybe those that are at home can can sort of take from your learnings and apply them? Because CAP aside, these are things that TSW patients need to know.
Yeah. So my first apartment was really, really good and I had great healing there. Then I wanted to spend some more time at the clinic, so I moved nearby to the clinic into a bit of an older apartment, which didn't have a lot of stuff in it, so I did have to buy a bit of new stuff, and I just had, it took about 2 weeks, and then I just had like massive flares, could not figure it out. Jay couldn't figure it out. Obviously, he always says, I don't live with you, I don't know. So just like heaps of trial and error. I did end up having to move. But one of the biggest things I think for me to tell people at home would be, if you've got access to the water, to the beach, get in the water like 3 times a week for half an hour. Really, really good. Get rid of all chemicals, everything. Like not even a little bit, everything. Just get rid of everything. No spray and wipes, no laundry detergent, no cleaning products is the biggest one. For me, like when I get home, my dog's now an outside dog. I don't know.
Can you describe the feeling, Grace, of, okay, I'm in an irritant environment. I feel like I'm in an irritant environment. What happens to your skin?
So for me, first, it's like a heat. I feel like quite hot. And then the redness comes. So like redness, Jay always says is like, that's the biggest sign. If there's redness, there's irritants. And I guess that's another thing that's really important, is that no flare is random. There's no such thing as a random flare. There's no such thing as an anniversary flare that I see a lot online. There's no such thing. So if there is redness and heat, you're probably reacting to something, and then it's just trial and error. Work it out. Figure it out.
Okay, awesome. And I know there was a really big monumental occasion that happened while you were here in Thailand. Do you want to share that with everybody?
Yeah, my partner and I got married. We had been engaged for about 1.5 years, and we didn't see, like with my condition, we didn't see us having a big wedding or anything, and also obviously money coming here is expensive. So yeah, we just thought, we'll just sign the paperwork and maybe have a party down the line. We'll see.
Well, congratulations on that. It's such a big deal.
Yeah.
I was really happy to see all the photos. Any regrets being here?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Gotta ask.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, how do you feel right now? I mean, I know you're heading home. People worry about regression. Like, you know, we worry about regression. I had trouble when I went back to Vancouver and I didn't have access to treatment for 7 weeks and I was exposed to irritants. You're leaving in a really great state. How do you feel? What are you going to do at home when you get there to make sure that you feel like you're in the most comfortable environment possible?
Yeah, so I guess feelings first. I feel nervous, but I also feel really excited to get back on with life. But there are nerves about, what am I going to go home to? I don't know what's in my house that I might react to. But Campbell, my husband, is great, and he's been airing out all of our bedding, making sure that everything is clean and tidy, running the air purifier every day, just getting it all prepared. We also live with 2 other people in our house, so I've asked them like not to put perfume on, and that we're not going to be able to use cleaning products, which is really hard to ask other people to change their lives, but it has to be done. So yeah, I'm excited.
Good. Well, we're excited for you. And Grace is really great at being transparent and just sharing her journey. So like, check it out if you don't already follow her. And Grace, thanks for doing this. I have no other questions. Any closing remarks?
No.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks everyone.
Thanks.